I found a note in my phone from almost a year ago, and it says, "Does it look like you're going somewhere?" Hey, everybody. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, talks about Noah and his faith, and Abraham and his faith, and the obedience of the ones back in that time, and Moses and the other faithful servants of God. Verse 8 says, "By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed and went out, not knowing whither he went." And this is where I wanted to get to down here. Verse 13, "These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country." So I found a note in my phone from almost a year ago, and it says, "Does it look like you're going somewhere?" And what I had written down then was how my kids are really observant, and they can tell, they know the routine, they know, pretty much what goes on during the day. And if anything is a little out of the ordinary, they can tell, and they know if we're going somewhere. They know if I put a button-down shirt on that we're probably going to church or something like that, and they'll start asking questions. What are we doing? Where are we going? And can I come? And so my thought in that was, what does my life look like to others? Does it look like I'm going somewhere? My conversations and my actions and everything that others see me do, would they say, "That guy don't live for this world, but he's a pilgrim and a stranger here, and he's on his way somewhere else"? And then I thought, probably what's most important is the things that I first talked about was my kids and what they see, and what they think it looks like we're doing here. And I thought, if somebody asked the kids, what's the most important thing to your mom and dad, would they say something like money or reputation, or would they say glorifying God and having a home with him in heaven? Does it look like to your kids that you're a stranger in this land, on your way to something else? I think it's a real important question to ask, because we know the world we live in. Even if we're not at home here, they will feel at home here if they don't know any better. And all the things that we hear about and know that are happening now that didn't happen when we were kids, they will fall victim to it. It'll be normal for them. Just the same way things that we were introduced to were normal to us, and to hear the old folks talk is times were very different then. Anyhow, I just wanted to read that and point that out, that I want it to look like I'm a pilgrim and a stranger just passing through this place, and that my treasures are laid up in heaven. And that the thing that's most important to me is being obedient, serving God, and one day having a home with him there. Y'all go read all this for yourself. It's a good chapter, giving us examples of the first ones that God spoke to, and how they just did what he said, and they were fully persuaded of the things that they had seen afar off. I'm glad to say that I've seen right up close and personal the work that God can do, and he's done it in my life and in my heart, and because of those things, I can say that I don't live for this world. I live for, I'm seeking I desire a better country, just like Abraham and Isaac and Jacob did. All right, I love y'all. God bless you.